Okay, hello mga students. Ipagpatuloy natin yung ating lecture on percentage taxes. Dito naman tayo sa sections 121 and 122 kasi related po itong dalawa. And this talks about the gross receipts tax. Okay? Let's identify ano ba ang tinutukoy natin na gross receipts tax. But please take note, ito lang yung term na ginagamit natin but we are still discussing about percentage taxes. Parang ano lang, no? Overseas communications tax, franchise tax, common carriers tax. So ito naman, related sa mga banks, non-banks, financial intermediaries, we are talking about gross receipts tax. Okay? Sa section 121, dito po pinag-uusapan natin yung tax on banks and non-bank financial intermediaries. Now, let me cite the specific provision of the tax code. Basahin ko lang po ito sa inyo. Pwede po ninyo akong sundan. Kung masyadong maliit, compare po ninyo sa inyong notes or visit po ninyo ang website ni BIR para sa tax code. Okay? Eto, careful tayo. Kasi unlike yung iba na 3% yung percentage tax, eto nakadepende anong item yung pinag-uusapan natin. Kasi meron tayong 5%, may 1%, may 7%, no? May 0%. Basahin ko lang muna. There shall be collected a tax on a gross receipt derived from sources within the Philippines by all banks and non-bank financial intermediaries in accordance with the following schedule. So, ito po ay para sa mga lahat ng mga bangko and non-bank financial intermediaries. Mamaya, i-define po natin itong mga terminologies na ito. Ano yung nagfo-fall sa mga bangko at yung mga non-bank financial intermediaries? Sa letter A, sa mga interest daw, commissions and discounts sa pangungutang, no? Sa pagpapautang from lending activities as well as income from financial leasing on the basis of remaining maturities of instruments from which such receipts are derived. So kung ang maturity, okay, the maturity period ay 5 years or less, 5%. Pero kung more than 5 years ang maturity period niyan, 1%. Okay? It depends on the maturity. 5 or 1. Pag more than 5, 1%. Pag 5 years below, 5%. So 5. Pag above 5, 1%. Okay? So mas malaki pag below pag 5 years below, no? Sa letter B, on dividends and equity shares and net income of subsidiaries, nada. 0%. Ito naman, on royalties, rentals of properties, mga leasing ng properties, real or personal, profits from exchange and all other items treated as gross income under section 32 of this code, 7%. Okay? 7%. Andito lang sa dulo, Hindi ko lang po ito nabigyan ng emphasis kasi naka-screenshot. Pero please take note of the respective percentages. Sa letter D, pag meron tayong trading gains, no? On net trading gains within the taxable year, on what? Foreign currency, debt securities, derivatives, and other similar financial instruments, 7%. So 7%, no, pang royalties, rentals ng properties, real or personal, profits from exchange and all other items treated as gross income under section 32. Paki-revisit na lang din ano yung section 32. Okay? Kapag naka-open naman ang inyong mga tax code, madali na lang itong i-browse. Also, net trading gains. Please take note, gains, net trading loss, hindi net trading gains po tayo dito. Okay? Tawag natin dyan ay gross receipts tax for the percentage tax under section 121. Okay? Define natin. What is a bank? Although I know you are aware what a bank is, but let us define the technical term. Pag sinabi nating bangko, ito, persons or entities engaged in the lending of funds, pagpapautang, obtained from the public through the receipt of deposits or the sale of bonds, securities, or obligations of any kind, and all entities regularly conducting such operations. Okay? Pag bangko, it may either be what? Tignan po ninyo ano? Commercial bank, thrift bank, development bank. Kung kayo ay conscious, kung napapansin niyo yan, lalong-lalo na sa mga probinsya, sa mga bayan-bayan, minsan meron kayong makikita diyan. Pangalan ng bangko nakalagay doon, a thrift bank. Okay? Commercial bank, like for the likes of what, no? BPI, BDO, they are commercial banks. Development bank. Okay? Rural bank. Rural bank usually for rural areas, no? Pag mga probinsya, maraming rural banks. Or a specialized government bank. So yan po ang nagfo-fall sa bangko. Pag non-bank financial intermediary naman, it is a financial intermediary authorized by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and that is BSP, to perform quasi-banking activities. At yung makikita po ninyo dito, na naka-open and close parenthesis na pagkahaba-haba, naka-italize, ito po yung definition ng quasi-banking activities. Okay? Na lang nito, hindi ko nababasahin in the interest of time, pero pakibasa po nito, kung ano yung definition ng quasi-banking activities. Okay? We also have to define what are financial intermediaries, kasi ito, non-bank financial intermediaries. Ito naman, ano yung mga financial intermediaries? Okay? These are persons or entities whose principal functions include the lending, investing, or placement of funds or evidences of indebtedness or equity deposited with them, acquired by them, or otherwise coursed through them, either for their own account or for the account of others. Okay? So, eto po yung mga yon. Iba po yan sa mga lending investors, at saka tawag nito, mga loan associations, Mamaya meron tayong discussion of that. So, pag financial intermediaries, persons or entities na yung principal functions ay magpautang, mag-invest, or placement of funds. Okay? Illustrate natin yung computation side. Case 1, we have Pinoy Bank. At meron siyang data for January of 2021. Interest income with a maturity of 5 years, 120,000. Tandaan ninyo, doon sa ating definition, or yung excerpt natin ng section 121 galing sa tax code, naka-identify doon, di ba? Maturity of 5 years or more. Ito, interest income with a maturity of 5 years. Naka-identify yung maturity, Kasi doon nakadepende, ilang porsyento. Dito, ang interest income na ay 120,000. Rentals naman, gross of 5% expanded withholding tax, 80,000. And we have the net trading loss. The question is, magkano yung GRT or the gross receipts tax for the month of January? Pause the video. Compute, pakibalikan. Okay, pakicheck ng mga materials po ninyo. Magkano ang GRT natin dito for the month of January? Now, pag na-solve na po ninyo ito, pwede na ninyong i-play para makita yung sagot. And the answer for this is this one, including the solution, 11,600. Tama ba ang inyong mga nakuha? Why? Yung maturity natin na 5 years, pasok yun doon sa 5%. Sabi ko nga, mas mababa yung percent pag mas matagal. 5, more than 5, 1%. So, 120,000 times 5%. Ayan, 6,000. Yung gross receipts tax on rental income, 7%, Coming from the data that we have, yung pinakita ko sa inyo, Ito po ay 7%. Rental income. 5,600, So, 6,000 plus 5,600, the answer is 11,600. Okay? Next tayo. Ito yung case 2 naman, no? Pinoy Bank has the following data for February naman ito. Ang interest income naman niya with a maturity of what? 7 years, 150,000. Rentals, net of 5% expanded withholding tax, 95,000. And the net trading gain, 50,000. Okay? So let us find magkano yung gross receipts tax for the month of February. Pause the video and then solve it. Pag okay na, play. And we will arrive at the answer of 9,900. Nasa baba yung solusyon. Okay? Tignan po ninyo ito. Ang gross receipts tax natin on interest income is 1%. Kasi yung maturity niya is above 5 years. 1% tayo dyan. So, 1,500. Ang rentals mo, please take note, naka-gross up. Kasi, ang amount na 95,000 is net of 5% expanded withholding tax. By the definition, or by the term gross receipts tax, dapat nasa gross. So, kunin muna natin yung 100%. The 95,000 being the 95%. So, yung 100% yan is 95,000 divided by 90% is 100,000. And then multiply natin ng 7%, being the percentage tax based doon sa ating information provided kanina. That is 7,000. Okay? And eto, net trading gain, 7,000 din. So, eto nga lang, kung makikita po ninyo dito, meron tayong minus. Okay? 50,000 minus 30,000, Okay? Bakit? Bakit tayo meron ditong minus 30,000? Let me know, if eto gawin natin itong, question mark, a hanging item. Bakit tayo dito may bawas na 30,000? Okay? Yung net trading gain natin is 50,000 minus 30,000. And then we multiply it by 7%. Okay? Para ang makuha natin dyan ay 1,400. You may comment down below, no? Kung nakuha ninyo ang rationale, bakit kailangan natin bawasan ito ng 30,000? Okay? Kung hindi man, ito ay itanong ninyo. Or let's use our main platform. Yung mga hindi ko estudyante, if you want to answer, you can also answer. Okay? This is in connection. Just to give you an idea, may kinalaman po ito doon sa ating, magkarugtong lang ito. Tandaan po ninyo, ang case 1 natin ay January 2021. Ito naman, meron tayong for February 2021. So, next month po ito. Okay, binigyan ko na kayo ng hint, So, let's leave this as a hanging question for you to find out. Bakit may minus 30,000? Okay? And I hope you can follow me. Kahit na hindi ko po ito ipinaliwanag sa inyo directly bakit. Okay? Sige. So, the answer is 9,900 kasi 1,500 plus 7,000 plus 1,400. Okay? Next. Pag-usapan naman natin yung section 122. Ito naman, other non-bank financial intermediaries. Kanina, ano yon? Banks and non-bank financial intermediaries. Ito, other non-bank financial intermediaries. Basahin ko lang for your reference, no? There shall be collected a tax of, magkano? 5% on the gross receipts derived by other non-bank financial intermediaries. Other non-bank po, doing business in the Philippines, from interest, commission, discounts, and all other items treated as gross income under this code. Okay? Provided, that interest, commission, and discounts from what? From lending activities as well as income from financial leasing shall be taxed on the basis of the remaining maturities of the instruments from which such receipts are derived in accordance with the following schedule. Parehas lang po ito nung makikita po ninyo kanina. Okay? 5% pag maturity is 5 years or less, 1% pag more than 5 years. Provided no, that in case the maturity period is shortened through pre-termination, then the maturity period shall be reckoned to end as of the date of the pre-termination. Kung na pre-terminate siya, hanggang pre-termination period lang tayo. Yun yung counting natin, ano? For purposes of classifying the transaction, and the correct rate of tax shall be applied accordingly. Kasi for example, ang maturity period niya ay 10 years. And then, or sabihin na natin, 7 years, no? Na premature siya after 4 years. So, dapat 1% originally, and na premature siya, naging 4 years na lang. So, dito siya papasok sa 5%. So, kaya nga sinasabi dito, it should reckon to end as of the date of the pre-termination at hindi yung original. Provided finally that the GAAP, no, generally accepted accounting principles as may be prescribed by the SEC, for other non-bank financial intermediaries shall likewise be the basis for the calculation of gross receipts. Okay? Let's talk about, di ba, ito, no? Money changers, pawn shops, mga sanglaan at saka palitan ng pera, no? So, kino-consider po sila as other non-bank financial intermediaries. Subject po sila sa percentage tax under this section, no, and the section 121. Okay? How about gross receipts tax on lending investors? Pag sinabi nating lending investors, ito yung mga persons other than banks, non-bank financial intermediaries, finance companies, and other financial intermediaries not performing quasi-banking functions who make a practice of lending money for themselves or others at interest. Halimbawa ako, nagpapautang ako. So I am a lending investor, no? Hindi ako bangko. Hindi ako non-bank financial intermediaries. Okay? Or mga financing companies or lending companies. I am considered as a lending investor at ako po ay subject sa 12% VAT on the basis of my gross receipts. Hindi po doon sa percentage tax. Also included din po dito yung mga dealers and securities. Subject po sila sa 12%. Okay? Sana malinaw po ito. How about yung gross receipts tax naman sa mga non-stock saving and loans association? Di ba may mga asosasyon na ang purpose ay mga for savings and loans, mga SLI. Okay? Sila naman, by definition, they are non-stock, non-profit corporation engaged in the business of mag-accumulate ng mga savings para paikutin ito at ipautang sa mga kamiyembro. Okay? Accumulating the savings of its members and using such accumulations for loans to members, to service the needs of households by providing long-term financing for home building and development for personal finances. Okay? So, halimbawa, gawa nga tayo ng asosasyon. Yung mga ipon natin, pagsama-samahin natin, and then kung meron sa kamiyembro natin nangangailangan, edi magpautang tayo. Okay, papatubuin natin, papaikutin natin yung ating pera. They are non-stock, profit corporation. Mga associations na yan. Ang mga ito po ay mga regulated din ng Bangko Sentral, They are classified as non-bank financial intermediaries. Okay? Classified po sila as other non-bank financial intermediaries not performing quasi-banking operations. Therefore, they are subject to Section 122, yung gross receipts tax. Okay? So, please take note of that. Bigyan natin ng illustration. Isang illustration na maiksi lang. Si Pedro ay isang lending investor. Ang kanyang data noong 2021 for the month of January ay ito. Interest income from lending activities, 50,000. Rentals, net of 5% creditable withholding tax, 20,000. Ang tanong, magkano yung gross receipts tax for the month of January? Okay? Sige, pause the video and then compute, solve for it. Tapos pag okay ka na, play the button. The answer should be 0. Okay? None. Why? Sir, bakit? Nag-compute pa naman ako. Yung tinatanong kasi dito, gross receipts tax. Kaka-discuss lang natin, yung mga lending investors, they are subject to VAT and not gross receipts tax. So dahil ang tinatanong magkano yung gross receipts tax, 0. Kahit na tama yung computation natin, ano. Okay, pero hindi po yan gross receipts tax. Na-compute nyo VAT ay 12%. Eh yung pala, tinatanong gross receipts tax. So dapat ang appropriate answer ay 0. So be very careful tayo sa mga questions like this, ano. Ito yung medyo panggulo minsan. Lalo sa taxation, ano. Tama naman yung computation pero iba pala yung tinatanong. Medyo tricky, ano. Okay? So hanggang dito muna. Kasi ang susunod na natin na discussion ay life on insurance, tax on life insurance premiums. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Please answer the hanging question kanina. Ano, bakit binabawas yung 30,000? Okay, maraming salamat. I'll see you on the next video lecture. Bye-bye.